You got something to say? You want to add to the show? What are you waiting for? Don't just sit there. Say something. Now, back to the studio with Rod.
All right. Welcome back to the program, everybody. I am tweeting the poll question now, the secondary poll. Who was Tuesday's RP show Rockstar of the Day for Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions? That part I've got, and I tagged at Darnell Theris. Now I just got to put up the actual poll and the people. I got to remember who we had on. Jared Dumba being 1, Kelly Taylor being 2, Colby Armstrong 3, and Dustin Nielsen 4. And plus, we could put in the birthday boy, Clark. It's not all about the guests, by the way. It's not always going to be about the guests. Whoever was the rock star of the day. People are writing in with their thoughts on that. For instance, Randy in Cochrane, Alberta says the hamster comment was brilliant. Roxanne, the Rocks in Rockstar, wrote in and said, how about a moment of silence for the 2 gerbils that died that are on Kelly Taylor's face?
That was pretty good.
That was funny. We would appreciate the humor from our viewers here. But hey, it's not up to me. That's why we have a vote. It's a democracy.
Yep.
It's not a dictatorship.
Exactly.
If you had a vote today, who was your favorite guest?
Kelly. Yeah, my vote would be with Kelly. I thought he was awesome today. It was great having him on, and it was refreshing. It was somebody new too. So I like his view on sports, and I like his shtick, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Kelly Taylor. So it was nice having him on.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm torn between a few guys.
Yeah.
Sentimentally, Jared Demba. He and I have a running joke here. We walked around the lake a couple weeks ago, and there was an older couple that just snapped on us. And they had, I don't want to get too far into it, but we were 6 feet apart, and we were more than 6 feet away from them. And they lost it on us, saying, "You guys think you're invisible. Get away." And we're like, if you're that worried, and they were not young, I mean, if they were that worried about their own personal health, stay home. Now, this was before the state of emergency, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
From our own thing. But I just say, have you been accosted by any seniors lately? Usually when I'm texting them back and forth, that kind of thing. And then to the Dustin Nielsen comment there, or the interview, I don't know how desperate I would have to get to tune in and watch a video game broadcast.
I tuned in a little bit when he did it, but for 5 minutes. And it was kind of cool, but it's hard because it's not real, it's not live, and you just can't get into it in the same way. The one thing about it over replayed classic games is you don't know who's going to win. So there is that element of, I don't know who's going to win.
That's better than that,
So
yeah.
that is better. It is better, but it's still not the same, yeah. I know.
I'm so shocked how many people are into it.
I know.
Hey, I said to Dustin, and I believe this to be true, Oiler fans are very similar to Rider fans. They're totally similar. They've had their success over the years. That's how they're not like Canucks fans. Canucks fans have never had success. Those people are bitter. They're angry. They don't know how to deal with success. Whereas it's been a long time for the Oilers, but they have had success in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Riders up and down. Overall underdogs, but they have tasted championships.
Yep.
And they're just, they're afraid to dream and think that the good times are here.
Yes.
There's a lot of similarities there. Now, if there was a virtual Rider game and I was calling the play-by-play of it, how many people would tune in? I'm not saying I'm interested in doing it. I'm sure as hell not offering to do that. I could see 6,000 to 10,000 people tuning in to see it.
Oh, yeah. No. At least.
I could see that.
I could too.
That's the similarity. Now, would I tune in to watch that? Not a chance. There's no way. I mean, Jordan, our director, is all over the virtual iRacing with NASCAR. That's cool because he's into it. But I'm not going to watch it.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. That needs a little more education too. That at least has a chance because it's somewhat similar. I mean, they've already proven that driving the cars virtually is a similar skill to actually driving the cars. And if you're good at driving the cars virtually, it translates for the most part, or it can translate to on-track success in real life. So that at least has, playing a video game doesn't translate for hockey to being good on the ice. So there's not really that translation. It's not the same. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
We're learning a lot. I've learned a lot over the last year. It's gone on to 15 months now. We're learning a lot in this pandemic, just what people's likes and dislikes are, what people know and what they don't know. This Blake Brown writes in from Kindersley. He says, I don't know, Rod. Some of those players are pretty good. Video game sports has a huge following. Good. Go watch it. Fine. I'm not ridiculing anybody. I'm not interested. I'll go watch Mad Men and Ozark and Netflix. I'm not going to watch somebody play video games. I'm sorry. That's just me. If you want to, go ahead. That's my point. We're seeing there's a market for that.
There's a huge market for it now. And I know parents are having trouble adjusting because it's like, go outside, because that's what they did when they were kids, right? And that's what we did. Go outside. Why aren't you watching sports? It's like kids now are watching esports like you and I would have watched hockey as a kid or football growing up.
Watching other people play video games.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Watching other people throw a ball around or shoot a puck, or where they're watching other people play video games. To be honest, it's the same thing. They're doing the same things we did. It just looks a little bit different. So it's hard to wrap our heads around and adjust, but we got to be okay with it. But it doesn't have to be our thing. Doesn't have to be our thing.
I'm not going to ring the bell for breaking news. This is sad news that could have a good ending. But from the Edmonton Oilers, Oilers and Condors forward Colby Cave has been placed in a medically induced coma and admitted to the critical care unit at Sunnybrook Hospital in Toronto after suffering a brain bleed overnight. Please keep Colby and his wife Emily in your thoughts and prayers at this time. Colby's from North Battleford, played for the Swift Current Broncos, and now he's with the Edmonton Oilers. And now he's in critical care at Sunnybrook Hospital in Toronto with a brain bleed. Did that come out of nowhere? Okay. So as much as we said this has been a great day because the leagues are starting to talk about getting back on the ice, back on the ball diamond, back on the court, and the CFL says they expect an 18-game season, that's all great, but this is a kick to the grapes right here for Colby, so we do wish him well. The comment's already gone from Roxanne from Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions, but she did say this has been a lot of fun. So thank you. It has been a lot of fun, Roxanne. Made me think to just update the poll real quickly. Jared Dumba, you might want to know you were in a tie here with Colby Armstrong for third. But Kelly Taylor is the runaway leader so far for the Rockstar of the Day for Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions. The comedian Kelly Taylor. Good work, Clark, getting him on the show. From Jared, Kelly was my favorite guest too. That was funny. That was good. I think we're done.
Yep.
Okay. What's up tomorrow, Clark? Because I have absolutely no idea. I will just say this. A lot of people say, when do you start preparing for the show? When do you know when the guests are on? I'm like, well, at best, the day before. I'm good with the night before or even the morning of. And we still have 1 minute left, by the way, before we got to be out of here. So, all it is these are all my friends. Think I don't know these people? What do you got to prepare for? Maybe knowing whether or not Colby Armstrong won a Stanley Cup would be a nice start. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you think we're doing here? Not splitting atoms.
No, and that's what's great about it is it is your friends, and getting to know these people on a different level has been a lot of fun and continues on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah. Very grateful that we're able to stay on the air every day and do what we do and entertain folks and just have a lot of fun. Thank you, Clark, for putting this up. Eddie Steele has asked to come on the show. It had to do with Duran's comments and my defending Duran, people going after Duran. Eddie wants to come on and give his thoughts on the plight of pro football players. That's going to be great. Justin Dunk from 3 Down Nation is going to be on. Looking forward to that. Claire Hanna from CTV and the CFL on TSN. And BC Lions offensive lineman Suk Chung. So it's going to be great.
Great show.
It's going to be a big show. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain right here on Facebook Live.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.